No haircut. What are you doing, Lisa? So, we replaced this yesterday. Now we have a door panel where the blinds work. They sent us a new door panel, but they did not send us a tech to put it in. Thank you for that. And we got new sashes over here Lisa picked up yesterday. Replaced the ones in this two windows. And here we got to put some door stop. Still ain't sure about this. Anyway, I got to caulk that too. And here we're going to run the base. Paint chips. Let's get busy. And they sure pack that thing good, right? Look, everything got my name on it. It's associated with work. They actually fit better than the ones I took and we just took out. There you go. That looks like the rest of the house. Catch this one now. Alright. Rainy today. Damp. Got these areas skimmed out in the bathroom that needed it. Quite a bit. So we're trying to get this ready for paint. Got the door stop installed, still got to run some caulk on this closet. You see how that works. Believe it or not, $30 for those 3-piece room, ridiculous. And we got our new window sashes in, they look good. Lisa's going around and sanding all the holes that were putty. Closing in on it. Look at that moon. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Lisa trying to get a sticker off. Don't know why they do that mess. Looking good in here. Got a little sanding yet to do in here. Right here's where the old and the new starting to leave. Good morning, YouTube family and friends. Guess what? I got a haircut. She made me do it. She held me down. She said she couldn't take it no more. All right, let me show you. I'll give you a little sneak peek here, but you ain't gonna get a whole lot. Oh, wait a minute. Are they quite possibly finishing this up? This morning we are going to install the vanity, shut-offs, trap, or angle stops, whatever you want to call them, screw the thing to the wall, and then we are going to debunk the toilet flange mystery. So, we got a lot of work to do. We'll be back with you in a minute. All right, look here. The first thing we're going to do is set this vanity cabinet. So, I'm going to show you how we go about that. The drain pipes is loose, so that's not glued yet. We got shut-offs to put on the hot and cold, so I went downstairs and I turned the water off. And while we're waiting for that to drain down, we are going to put this faucet together and install it into the sink top, because it never gets easier than that. I mean, otherwise you have to lay there upside down on the floor and do it. So let's get started with that. Let me round up my mess. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Well, our first curve ball, I don't know why they do this. Rather than make this faucet handle so the filler tube screws into it, i.e. one joint. Some of them come like this now. You have to put a union. Right there. This, and then the faucet goes here, and then you got a 3/8 on the end for the shut off. So I shouldn't need no paste on that. This is really unnecessary step. I should make them so they screw right into the faucet. Alright, that's both of them Teflon tape. This is what we call pipe dope. I really shouldn't need this, but it certainly won't hurt to put it on here. I'm going to make sure that these O-rings, you see there's a stop there, this thing goes all the way in there, just like that. Same thing with this one. You'll see it there. That's as far as it'll go. You can see there's a flat spot. This you can set a wrench to, right? We'll hold this one with this. We want to tighten these up pretty good because it's almost impossible once you get this thing set. That feels good. That should be fine. I'll do the same thing to this one. Perfect. Also, you'll notice this, most of these valves are coming like this now. This one's red on the top, red to blue, hot, cold, and it has a directional on the bottom. You see the little arrow, and typically that arrow wants to face towards the sink. So I'm gonna drop these in their respective holes and then start the thread the nuts on the underside and get that taken care of. Hot, cold. Comes with a flat washer and a plastic nut with a brass thread. If you tighten these up, you're going to want to make sure that the little arrows are pointing towards the sink. Otherwise, your faucets and then the shut-off position won't be in line. Even that, you probably still have to adjust them anyway. That kind of irritates when you look at a sink and one faucet's at 3 o'clock, one's at 6. My partner ain't here with me this morning. She's with her mom on the doctor's appointment. She looks out after her mom. That's a good thing. All right, gotta go underneath and check them arrows and tighten this thing up. All right, we gotta move this cabinet into the bathroom, and I don't have no help, so I'm gonna set it atop. I'm gonna set it on top of this piece of carpet and slide it on in there, and that should keep it from getting the floor messed up. Okay, that worked good. Floor's still in position. Anyway, the vanity is in place, and as you can see, it's not sitting too pretty at all. So we got to, first thing we're gonna do is adjust it. It has little feet on it like a piece of furniture. So let's do that first. We'll get this thing leveled out, and then we'll move on to the putting these shut-offs in. You can see that I cleaned paint and dirt off the shut-offs because when they're compression joints, but when they go together, you don't want any problems with something keeping it from sealing like it should. So even though you're not going to sweat them, take some emery cloth and clean them up. All right, that took all of about 2 seconds. What we're gonna do now is I got a stud finder, and I'm gonna find out where my studs are. I'm gonna drill a pilot hole and secure this to the wall through that back panel. Let's see how we go from there. Okay, that worked out good. We got the cabinets secured to the wall in 4 places, so I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. We got a scutcheon plate. Just to clean it up, make it look finished. Nobody's ever gonna look under here probably. One for the hot water. Right angle shutoffs. I believe these are quarter turns, so they're easy to get on and off. These are compression, so you got to get down on them pretty good to get them tight. But first we got the nut. Then we have the brass washer. So this is why I clean this, because that brass washer needs to seal this copper pipe. And then we got the shutoff. Everything must be done by hand. If you cannot thread that thing all the way in by hand, stop, because something's wrong. Very easy to get this stuff crossed over, especially when you're sitting in an awkward position or laying underneath the cabinet or something silly like that. And there's our shutoff for our hot. Alright, so let me get them tightened up, and then we'll take this piece of pipe out because it's just sitting there, and then we'll build our P-trap, and that will, yeah, that'll do it for the hooking up the sink. Not a huge deal. Alright, we got the supplies tied up. I'm gonna have to run somewhere home to find some zip ties and zip tie that in a loop on both sides. And also, where this thing's screwed to the wall, you'll notice we have a real screw, not a drywall screw. So remember that. There's a reason for that. There's a reason that half this bolt or screw doesn't have any thread, and that's the reason that the head's that size. So spend $1 or $2, $1.50, and get you some real cabinet screws. All right, well, I'm into this, so I got the water shut off and it's drained down in the house. We're gonna go ahead and put the shut off on here for the toilet. Got a bucket here just in case there's some water up in the pipes. All these work the same, all the shutoffs, unless you have PEX pipe or something, you know, something like that, is either clamped or glued or whatever. So I hit air, hear the water gurgling. All right, new water. And again, I want to clean this pipe up with emery paper. Just don't want no burrs or anything on there to hinder the brass bushing from doing its job. It's tight. There. That looks beautiful. Alright, that should do it. Let's straighten it up so it's not sitting cockeyed on the wall. Alright. So that's ready. And then we're gonna settle the debate over where the toilet flange goes. This toilet flange is supposed to be sitting on this floor, and I'm gonna show you why. We have to mark these holes out in get some, to get out through this porcelain tile, which is not going to be easy, but I'll show you how I do that. Maybe it'll help you do something of your own at some point. All right, I'll be back. All right, first thing we gotta do is mark this tailpipe. And if I line up all my pieces, go out to the saw and cut that. Let's see how close we are. Feels good to me. Feels good to me. All right, I gotta set up for my primer and my glue, and get something in here and make sure if I don't spill it on the floor. Be patient, Billy. All right, folks, we're gonna put some primer on this. See my bigger channel up. Prime anywhere we gotta glue. Any place we have to glue, we have to prime. Stinky, stinky. Never forget that job over in Burke. I was doing the same thing, hooking up a sink. Job's almost finished. Kick over a bottle of this primer on a brand new vinyl floor. Remember that? They called people come put a new floor in. That's how I roll. Somebody else don't mess it up, I will. I'll mess it up for myself. When you put this stuff together, you push it in there and twist. See that? And hold it, because when that glue starts to set, it will literally push that pipe back out. Same thing. Let's see if we did good. Look at that. Beautiful. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you hook up a sink. Just let that set up before before we crank down too hard. Here we go, we got the vanity is installed. Bada bing. It's kind of cool. It's got drawers, but they're cut out to go around the plumbing work, which is kind of neat. So that's pretty sharp.